Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week. It is PAL Racing Tuesday, and we're right here at Homestead Miami Speedway for the Grip It and Rip It 225. And the man on a pole making his return to PAL, and Daniel Honeycutt-like fashion. The driver number 72 will set the fastest lap to his outside, making his return since I believe the Baby Car 225, the third race of the season. Spencer Burton starts on the front row with Honeycutt, and we're going to go ahead and get a word from Daniel, your pole sitter, here in just one quick second. Hey, Daniel, this is Noah up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I copy.
Well, here you are sitting on pole in that 72 machine. I knew that you would get right back in the swing of things since you made your return, and it's awesome to see you picking up right where you left off with the dominance here at Homestead. I don't think you had the chance to race with us last season here, so what should we expect out of you?
To watch me ride the bottom for all 125 laps. I'm not much of up riding against the wall. I always burn tires that way, so probably just try to maintain bottom, see how everybody else behind me races. And then, yeah, just kind of see what the guys behind me are doing, and then change my line if necessary.
Alrighty, Daniel. Now, we keep getting tempted with you. Every season, it seems like you're here for a couple of races. You missed out on a few. We never get to see you full-time and be a championship threat. But what's your goal here at the end of Season 3, and do we potentially see you full-time if scheduling allows for Season 4?
Yeah, I hope to run up as front as much as I can, and maybe even win a few races here to end out the season, carry some momentum next season where hopefully I can run full-time and try to get that championship that's been eluded me for a few seasons now.
Alrighty, Daniel. When you left, you were tied for the most career wins with a bunch of other legendary drivers in PAL. Now, all of you sit second on the list. You're still tied with the likes of Alicia and Heel. Aiden Gould has one above y'all. Are you going to go up there and reclaim that throne?
Oh, I'm coming for it. I'm tied tonight.
Alrighty, happy to hear it. I'm going to send you back down. Have a good night, Daniel.
All right, thank you.
We'll move Daniel Honeycutt back down. And ladies and gentlemen, it is Homestead. We are so excited. Your starting lineup: Daniel Honeycutt, Spencer Burton, Eric Gonzalez, Pete Tart, Aiden Gould, Douglas Henry, Matthew Legat, Jacob Alicia, Michael Alfaro with a great qualifying effort, P9, Chris Warren likewise there in P10, Jacob Pettit, Leopold Gilmartin, that's a career-high qualifying effort there in P12, Gordon Spain, Raymond Wimmer, Greg Jody, rounds out the top 15, and as we roll into turns 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is time for your go time music. "25 cars entered the race, came off of the legendary Talladega Derby where we saw Aiden Gould get his first crown jewel win. Daniel Honeycutt returns to lead the field to green. Green flag is out. Ladies and gentlemen, the PAL Grip It and Rip It 225 is underway. As they come down the front stretch, Daniel Honeycutt will lead the first lap. Spencer Burton followed by satellite teammate Eric Gonzalez, second and third. And look up there on that top line. That is Pop-Tart Pete leading that top line. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Homestead, you're going to see these guys use 2-3 different lanes all night long. And you can already see Eric Gonzalez goes up there and flirts with that top lane as well. They're going to go up and down wherever they can find control. And I think we already have a caution. Appears, yes, cars. No, they're not slow on track. We have a crash report out of Davion Haskins. We look back towards Davion. Off pace, did crash. We're going to go ahead and pull up a replay. What happened to Davion? So here's Davion, just loose on corner exit. I think that's coming out of 4. Gets it locked down, a little bit of nose damage. That's not going to destroy the car. That's not what Davion wanted to see. But we do stay green. Daniel Honeycutt still leading and not let those tires get hot. Meanwhile, Spencer Burton to the inside of Daniel Honeycutt looking for the lead. He does not quite clear the 72. He might have it, not quite. Oh, it's still a bumper. 72 up top. I expect Daniel to just fall back in line here, going to tire save, but he will elect to try that top line. Not afraid to run right up there against the wall, and as he comes off the corner, he is going to cross over Spencer Burton. Now, Daniel Honeycutt inside of Spencer Burton down the back stretch. Daniel Honeycutt will get the lead back. Will we see a crossover out of Spencer right to the rear bumper of the 72? But Daniel's going to do a good job at closing off that line. Oh, all up in the 72's business. The 98 almost underneath the rear bumper of Daniel. Here comes Spencer Burton, wasting no time. He wants to show these guys he is a front runner. We haven't seen him since the baby car. Making his return, trying to lead a lap here as he continues to battle Daniel Honeycutt for the first position. Meanwhile, Aiden Gould made his way up into third behind teammate Eric Gonzalez. Daniel Honeycutt re-clears for the lead. Matthew Legat following teammate Aiden Gould. And Pete Tart still repping that high line and has Douglas Henry in tow. Be ready for Jacob Pettit to make a move here. He's waiting in the wake of the 31 on that bottom line. Doug still trying to rip that top line. This is the closest battle on track as Jacob Pettit tries to inject himself back into this conversation. Meanwhile, Gordon Spain just laying back and waiting. Almost to the left rear of him down the back stretch. Oh, into the wall. Eric Gonzalez brushed the wall on entry. That's going to kill his momentum. He's gonna pick it back up here. You can salvage it on corner exit if you're running that top line. And he's going to go right back to the rear into the 98. I don't think he's going to have any damage, but that's not what you want to see. As he goes back to the inside of Spencer Burton, here comes Eric Gonzalez. Spencer goes really high in the corner. And Eric Gonzalez might be able to clear, not quite down the back stretch. Into turns 3 and 4, still even right there on the wheel well. This is a good battle, and Eric Gonzalez trying to make the clear. He's pretty close, and yes, he will. Eric Gonzalez, Doug now in the tire tracks of the 21. How will that affect the 66 machine? Will that dirty air allow Alicia to make a move? But here comes Douglas Henry inside of Pop-Tart Pete, going into turns 3 and 4. And they are even. We have a wreck at Ryan Bumgardner. Big right front damage on that machine. Spawn on the entrance of pit road. No other incident report from any other driver. Maybe a single car spin similar to Davion Haskins. Let's take a look at the replay. Oh, he's already all the way. Where is he here? We got to go back even farther. What is he doing down here? Hold on. What is Ryan? Ryan, what is going on here? We're at the max of the rewind. Okay, so he already has massive right front damage. I'm assuming Ryan clobbered the wall in turns 1 and 2. So he's trying to get it back to pit road. That car's obviously not going to be driving right. This is not how you get to pit road, by the way. This is the Homestead Miami road course section. He's going to hit the apex. How does he get into pit road here? What goes wrong? Oh, that car not turning right? This is what threw the caution. Somehow. Ryan doing everything right, but it does bail everybody else. First caution of the day, Ryan Bumgardner safely entering pit road. Next time back will be the green flag, Daniel Honeycutt. Still your leader, Eric Gonzalez, now may try to go for it aggressively. And we're going to go and listen in to Flipper win for this restart.
7. Just,
We're still going to have to pit again. I think we're going to have to pit twice still.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be 10 laps short of that 90 mark.
Might as well wing it on the restart. The only time you can pass. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Got a terrible jump. Trying to
And we're rolling, boys. Get ready for this one. Turn 1 getting loosey-goosey.
Yeah, just couldn't stick the throttle, man.
I always enjoy listening in on communications with teams, get a good idea of what's going on. Spencer Burton in the call with his friends. He's to the inside of Pop-Tart Pete right now. Douglas Henry moved his way up into the second position off that restart. Eric Gonzalez third, Pete Tart fourth, Aiden Gould fifth. Side by side now, Spencer Burton and Jacob Alicia. That's a battle for sixth. They are even. Gordon Spain right there in the wake. John Schoenbachler drove his way right there in the top 10. He's battling Dirty Air Motorsports teammate Michael Alfaro for that 10th spot. And Douglas Henry, he may be trying to attack Daniel Honeycutt. Eric Gonzalez waiting right there in his wake. 3 cars, 1, 2, 3. Pete Tart moves his way into 4th. Aiden Gould, 5th. Spencer Burton re-clears for that 6th position. And now we might see 3 wide racing into turn 1. Not quite. Daniel goes low, takes a line to the 58. But when you give Douglas Henry clean air on that top line, he might roll on by with the lead. Douglas Henry, corner exit, not even clear the 72. I thought they were even. Now they are. Doug, good exit. Even into 3 and 4, how hard are you going to push it for that track position? You don't want to let Daniel Honeycutt get out there with the lead and let him run away with it. He is a guy you need to put in dirty air. And these two guys are still side by side. Let's jump into the cockpit of Douglas Henry. Minimal wheel input. Try not to let those tires burn up. Does he go to the inside here? Oh, into the back bumper. Daniel Honeycutt. He might have wrecked him. Daniel's day is over. Off the bumper of Douglas Henry. Douglas on corner exit. Douglas, corner exit did not lift. Spun the 72. You heard the engine blow. Daniel Honeycutt is done for. Corner exit. Douglas Henry on the top line. Gets a really good run. Daniel goes up to close that lane. And Doug looks like he tries to give him a push, but it puts Daniel into the wall, slims him down to the inside, destroys that car. Everybody gets around cleanly. Daniel Honeycutt's day is over. Your pole sitter. Right now, Pete Tart out front. Jacob Alicia, too, is outside. Pop-Tart Pete. Get to see what that 21 machine can do. Pace truck pulls off. Jacob Alicia, defending series champion, right there on the outside. Green flag is out. A good launch out of Pete Tart. Gets up, takes over that top line. And because of this pit strategy, we see some guys flip-flop the field. Luke Chadwick, your inaugural Talladega Derby champion, is running right here in the 4th position. How long can the 88 machine stay up front? We'll have to keep an eye out on him. And look at Aaron Warren as well up here. He does get into the wall going into turns 3 and 4. He will lose a few positions. He's going to rip that wall, try to... Actually, he doesn't really lose any positions. And if anything, he's going to re-attack Luke Chadwick for that 4th position. Aaron Warren, after brushing the wall on entry, uses the corner exit speed to move his way back into 4th. John Schoenbachler 3rd. And right now, Jacob Alicia is trying to run down Pete Tart for this lead. Aaron Warren holding off the young guns. Old enough to be these guys' grandfather. Aiden Gould, Eric Gonzalez, Spencer Burton. Bunch of youngins behind the 74, but Aaron moves up high to that top line, and here we go, 3 wide. Eric Gonzalez to the low line. Aiden Gould even lower. Is the battle for 4th, and they will get hooked up there on that bottom line. Aaron Warren still up there up top. I'm definitely worried about those tires. I bet he is too. He's going to let all 3 cars go by. Eric Gonzalez into 4th, Aiden Gould 5th. And Douglas Henry passing Gordon Spain right now. Moving into the 8th position, Jacob Pettit, contact with Gordon Spain, got sideways and saved it. Great save out of the 42. Here comes Greg Jodian. in the 19 to the inside of Gordon Spain at the line. Oh, that is 6 cars right here running in a pack underneath the blanket. These are also the closest battles on track. You're not missing any other action. Aaron Warren up on the fence. In the middle is Chris Warren. Here comes Raymond Wimmer. Something just happened to Spencer Burton. Oh, he hits pit road. Spencer Burton on pit road. It is lap 66. They did run to lap 35 before pitting for tires. He was not one of the drivers that topped off, so maybe this is the beginning and a slight short pit to the guys who did stay out on the previous caution. I will crank it up just a bit short because Jacob Alicia has kicked off the pit cycles. We saw John Schoenbachler also go down pit road. It may actually be right now how low he is into pit road. Does a really good job. Doesn't push it too hard. Gets that car slowed down. Doesn't really lock it up. And he's going to go hit his box. That gives Aiden Gould the lead now. And so if we assume right here lap 80-81 is just to the end of the tank for those guys that stayed out, add another 9 laps or so. This might be where we see these guys pit. Right around lap 90. Aiden Gould inherits the lead. Eric Gonzalez, P2, has Douglas Henry still right there with him. In the 3rd position, Gordon Spain, Chris Warren, Greg Jodiet, Jacob Pettit. They're even right now. Aaron Warren down on pit road. He's leaving his pit box. So is Luke Chadwick. Here comes Pete Tart exiting. So right now, we talk about the relative leader. The relative leader is the car who is the furthest in front after the pit cycle. So we saw Spencer Burton short pit the field, going for a wild strategy. He pit right around 18 laps ago. He is leading, but he is going to have 18 lap older tires than the next tires oldest to him, which is Jacob Alicia. So Jacob Alicia on the pitting on lap 35 and then not topping off on 44. We're going to call it the stay out strategy, which has a damn near 10 lap difference between the stay out strategy and the top off strategy. He is leading, the relative leader for the stay out strategy, which will cycle him out to be the overall leader if his strategy is the better one, because we don't know how Spencer Burton and his short pit strategy is going to even out, but he is going to run out of tire a lot quicker. He has to hope for a caution late when it's time to take the 3rd set of tires, which will be the last pit stop. If we stay green, I don't think it's going to help him. Daniel Honeycutt, after being taken out there on lap 42, in the chat says he doesn't think Alicia has enough fuel. Oh, that was really close there. I think Jacob Alicia just brushed the wall, but Pete Tart... Oh, Jacob Alicia shuts the door, but Pete Tart can get it turned down a little bit lower. And the way Alicia is racing Pete Tart, and the fact that Pete Tart went up there and tried to get it from him, maybe they both think they can make it to the end. 26 laps to go right now. It might be possible, so they're going to race it out hard. Unless they're trying to race for that extra position in terms of track position if a caution does come out. Hoping a caution comes out, knowing they can't make it. We just don't know. Here, save it for the podcast tomorrow, Noah, because here's Pete Tart. He hits pit road. He knew he had to pit. He didn't have enough. But what does that do to Jacob Alicia? He's 3 laps older. Here's Eric Gonzalez. He's not that far behind the 2. Eric just off in frame. Here, we'll go gearbox cam with Aiden. That car right there, that black one. Oh, what just happened? What just happened with Aiden Gould and Jacob Alicia? We have no idea. And now Eric Gonzalez is even with Aiden Gould. I think Dylan Simmons might have been. No, I don't know what happened. We will have no idea what happened. We have a replay we can look at for Dylan Simmons. Maybe Aiden Gould was crash avoiding the 09. That's just right when the incident report came up, is when that happened. We will have no idea until we check, but right now we have a battle for the lead. Eric Gonzalez passes Aiden Gould, and now Aiden Gould will have to re-attack. Let's check this replay real quick with Dylan Simmons. Didn't relate. Here's Dylan Simmons in front of Jacob Alicia and Aiden Gould. Oh, what just happened? Whoa. We got to take a look at that again. Dylan Simmons. Jacob Alicia just doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, Jacob Alicia loose. Gets into the 09. Aiden just barely misses him. That's what happens. That is insane. That could have taken out Aiden Gould right there, as well as Jacob Alicia. That could have been the caution. Somehow the caution did not come out. But as he comes down the backstretch, a rookie and PALracing, I believe he is leading the standings for the PALracing Season 3 top rookie. But Eric Gonzalez, the grip to rip at 225 at Homestead, he is your winner, baby.
Shit, at Homestead, out of all places.
Would you win?
Man,
Yeah, he won.
yeah.
Go win, Eric. Let's go, my boy.
Finally, man. I got some good luck.
Oh, no, I might have a
Jeez,
talk
finally.
after the race, though.
Eric Gonzalez, you can hear Spencer Burton go, what, did you win? If Spencer was locked in, had no idea Eric went up there and got it. The driver of the 58, first career win for him here in PALracing. And he's going to go to the front stretch and burn it down. Here comes teammate 51 to Aiden Gould to congratulate him. Oh, a little bit of a door slam there. But Eric now will get to burn it down right here on the front stretch. We got to talk about the dominance for Flipper One Motorsport. A bunch of young guns coming in. Barely any of them are over the age of 18, but they've put on a show. They're definitely in front of those computers for quite a while. But Eric Gonzalez, first career win. Let's talk to him. Eric, this is no up in the booth. You got a copy.
Sir, I got a copy.
Eric, you're a winner in PALracing. How does it feel, brother?
Oh boy, long time coming. Finally. Feels good.
What did it take to get up there to that lead and hang on to it? Because before that caution, before that incident with Gould and a lap car and Alicia, you were running him down. Did you know you had the faster car all night long? Did you need that incident to happen? Or were you pretty confident you were going to catch him?
Well, from the start, Honeycutt looked to be the guy to beat. Like at the very first half of the race, he looked really good. And then he got with Douglas, unfortunately, and he got taken out. But after that, I felt like it was really a toss-up between me, Spencer, Aiden, and Douglas. And I was hoping, strategy-wise, that I was able to kind of pull something out. Spencer was gambling on strategy. He was fast. He unfortunately didn't hit with the gamble. But my plan all along was just save. I knew me and Aiden, after the first run, I was in front of him. He was behind me. Knowing his tires and the way he fell off, I was able to probably save a little better than he did. And I ended up saving a little better than he did in those, last 40 laps or whatever. And unfortunately, you hate to see it, the two leaders racing for the win and lap car getting involved in it, But yeah, I'm really happy I won.
Alrighty, good day for Flipland. Congratulations, Eric. Don't celebrate too hard. But what are you going to do to celebrate tonight?
Well, I got an exam to study for, so I don't got.
Study
I can't
hard,
do
brother.
too much. Yeah.
Alrighty, congratulations, Eric. Have a good night, buddy.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll send Eric down, and we'll talk to your second place finisher. His teammate had a close chance at winning that one, Aiden Gould. Let's talk to him. Aiden, no in the booth. You have a copy.
Yeah, I do.
Well, Aiden, you come off of 2 wins in a row, the Talladega Derby champion for Season 3. You've had a great career so far, leading the championship points. Tell us about that incident between you, Dylan Simmons, and Jacob Alicia. You had a damn near miss there. Now, what did it take to keep your composure? And did you still think you had a car to go out there and beat Eric?
No, the '09 killed the tires because I had to lock them down for him. So, there's nothing I really want to say right now. It doesn't do you any good.
Okay, Aiden. Well, congratulations, buddy. We'll see you next week. Have a good night.
You too, man.
And see you tomorrow night for the podcast. We'll talk about it then.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot to talk about.
There's going to be a lot to talk about. We'll send Aiden down, your P2 finisher. And the man who may be the biggest suspect of the night, Douglas Henry, comes home third. And we're going to have to talk to him. Let's get his insight here. Hey, Doug, no up in the booth. First of all, congratulations on the top 3 finish here in the Grip It or Rip It 225. But could you give us some insight on that contact between you and Daniel Honeycutt?
Yeah, the closing speed was just too fast, and I thought I hit him pretty even, and it just sent him in the wall, and I feel like a piece of crap about it. So I apologize to Daniel if he's listening.
Well, what's going to be the decisions going forward? How are you going to race Daniel differently? Because he says you do have one coming, and he also reminded us about the events in Season 2. So give us a little insight. What does mean as, one of the leaders here in PALracing? What are you going to do to make it up to Daniel Honeycutt and set an example for all the other people in the league?
I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. If he says I got one coming, that's fine. Season 2 was not like anything I did on purpose, so if he's still grumpy about that, that's on him. Today was my fault. I apologize to him. But whatever. If he wants to wreck me, he can wreck me.
Okay, thank you, Doug.
Yep.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the conclusion of the Grip It or Rip It 225 right here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Noah Longyear. Thank you all so much for an entertaining Race 9. We're almost to the end of the season. Catch y'all same time, same place next week. Check out the merchandise below. Have a good night. Hey y'all, it's Noah with PAL, and if you want to support Player Advancement League, pick up some merchandise. We have merchandise tailored to multiple drivers in our league you may recognize, fan favorites, championship editions, and more. You can find our designs on a wide range of products, including clothing, coasters, stickers, and shower curtains. Much of the clothing on Redbubble is durable, high quality, and comes in an assortment of colors to best combo your favorite driver. Products that I own include many t-shirts, a desk mat, hats, and stickers. Pick up some Player Advancement League merchandise by heading to the link below, because who wouldn't want to have a poster of Jacob Belicia? I mean, look at those dimples. Just another way you could be one of the pals.